Hey guys, Scott Dispel here, dispelmusic.com. Today, an update on our upcoming album, Inferno. Hey guys, Scott Dispel here, dispelmusic.com. Welcome to our humble studio, coming to you from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame city of Cleveland. Today, I wanted to give you an update about our upcoming album, Inferno. It was successfully funded on Kickstarter. It was our first Kickstarter ever. It was a big risk, and you guys came through for us. We got a lot of pledges. We exceeded our funding goal, so we're able to include some cool extras like our custom Dispel guitar pick and patches and a cool gaming card, because we absolutely love fantasy gaming. So if you like anything in that genre of medieval fantasy, or anything mystical or mythical or mythology or tarot or pagan or just medieval fantasy or Gothic literature in general, you're in the right spot. We're absolutely fascinated by that stuff, and that's what inspires us to write our music. So I wanted to give you an update about our upcoming album, Inferno. So if you are just discovering us, your timing is perfect, because we have one album out. It's called Lore, and it's about the hero's journey, about stepping over the threshold of the unknown and facing your inner demons and your temptations and transforming into a better version of yourself. And there's a song for each stage of the hero's journey. So what we did on our upcoming album, Inferno, is we took Dante's Inferno and we translated that into an album. So there's a song for each layer, each level of sin of the 9 hells. So it was a huge undertaking, and I started writing the album pre-plague, and of course in 2020 I had all kinds of time to write the album, so we used that time wisely and we got the album written. We recorded the vocals earlier this year, and we are actually in the studio now finishing up the mixing of the vocals. The music's done, we're just doing the mixing of the vocals, and then we're going to send it out to be mastered, and then we're really getting this thing moving. I was able to see a rough draft of the artwork that is going to go inside of the album. I felt it was very important to have a full color insert. Now, that was one of the things we were trying to fund on Kickstarter. We did not reach that level for a full colored insert, but I personally felt it was that important that I'm going to pay for it out of pocket. And so I'm currently working 60, 70-hour weeks, not only to make up for 2020, but to accumulate what I can to put into this album and make sure all the little boxes are checked off, because I think there's something very special about vinyl. Not to take away from the CD, but anything you hear on a CD or on your phone or on your computer or iTunes or wherever, that's a digital representation of music. However, vinyl is analog. So when you put the needle on the record, those grooves in the record is creating analog sound. It doesn't get any more real than that. So that's why vinyl is so special, because it creates analog sound, which is pure. And I think music is the song, or music is the language of the universe, the language of creation. I think it's a very special thing, and that's why I've been doing it for basically my entire life. And this band is really a culmination of everything I've worked for, all the bands I've been in before, all the mistakes, all the band breakups, all the things I've learned on the road, and practicing and writing and composing and studying music in college. Put all that knowledge together, and this is really a life's work for me. And what really sealed the deal for me was when I got Ravensea into the mix, and it was really a fluke. She mentioned, hey, I can help you out singing. I had no idea what she sounded like, and of course the rest is history, because she is not only an unbelievable singer, she's a great songwriter, and her enthusiasm and optimism is infectious. Plus she has a vocal performance degree from Berkeley, so it doesn't get any better than that. And this Inferno album is really highlighting her talents. So what we did on the Inferno album is the music is representing the theme, the atmosphere of each of the levels. And then the vocals tells the story of what's going on that level. On some of the songs, we focus on the certain sins of the poor souls that are suffering eternally. We kind of focus on what they're going through. On some of the songs, we really focus on the personality of who rules that layer. So we really let the album write itself in a weird sort of way. The storyline is very intricate and weaves in and out. And when Dante wrote Dante's Inferno, or it's actually the Divine Comedy, is what the whole thing is called. There's all kinds of metaphors and symbolism, and it's incredibly in depth. And so we tried to kind of work our way through that. And where did things lean in a certain direction? Was it about the personality? In one song in particular, one layer in particular, Geryon is the beast who rules that plane, but he also gives Dante and Virgil a ride through it. So we really went along with that, and so we really focused on his personality. And this is just an example of kind of what this musical journey is all about. It's obviously a very immersive conceptual album. And when I was really exploring music in my teenage years, and I discovered that there was cooler stuff that wasn't on the radio, and I can remember at this time I was really getting into Dungeons and Dragons. I just discovered it, and you know, my imagination was like, and I was like, oh my God, this is what's been missing, is a key to my imagination. And then I was listening to bands like Rush and Iron Maiden, and they told these stories through their songs, which, you know, on the radio, all they're talking about is breakups and, you know, the very cookie cutter homogenized song. But progressive rock and metal and Darkwave and Gothic rock, you can get away with a lot more. You can do what you want because you don't care if you're on the radio. You know, you're telling a story. It's about the music. It's about the art. And that's what we really love about underground music. And that's what attracted me to it. And once I found it, I never left it. So we are creating the music we most want to hear. And what was really reassuring from running this Kickstarter is we found out that people are resonating in what we're doing. They're getting it. And that's a very encouraging thought. So we're plowing forward. And I'm happy to say we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. The album's just about finished. The artwork's just about finished. And we're hoping to get some things released by Halloween. We're not 100% sure what that's going to be. The vinyl pressing plants are backed up. Shipping's delayed. So we're kind of working through this as we go. We plan on releasing this retail in 2022, but we're hoping to get it to our Kickstarter pledges much sooner than that. At the very least, we hope to get all the digital product out by Halloween. So that's what we're shooting for. We appreciate your patience. Trust me, this is going to be worth the wait. This is a very intricate album, and it's powerful, and it's driving, and it flows really well, and it tells a story. And I'm just very proud of it, if you can't tell already. And Ravensea's voice is just unbelievable. It's crisp, it's clear, it's strong, It's expressive. It really tells the story. So we can't wait to share that with you. And if I haven't mentioned already, if you're just discovering us, your timing is perfect because we're about to release our second album here. So you're right on board. You're part of the crew. We want you as part of the team. We view music as an adventure, as a quest, as a crusade, and we want you to be part of that. Because we love to share music. Music's meant to be shared. Art is meant to be shared. It's meant to be viewed. And we view our art as an integral part of the music. The imagery, the music, they go hand in hand because we are storytellers. So that's kind of the update for our Kickstarter pledges. If you did pledge on the Kickstarter, I'm going to be sending out these surveys, and there's going to be an option to get our first CD, or if you didn't get the Inferno CD as part of your pledge, you can add one of those or two of those. We're going to offer the Purple Dragon t-shirt, which is new for the Kickstarter campaign, and we're going to offer the Dispel custom gaming dice by Chessex. So some cool add-ons for our Kickstarter supporters, maybe, because I know some of the things we only offered in the later tier pledges. So if you didn't have the money to do the whole big pledge, we're going to offer you an opportunity to get a couple of the bits and pieces. And a couple of you guys asked for that. So we're working on that now. We're working on getting a system integrated. So when I send you the survey, you'll be able to click one of these and you'll be able to pay for it. And we need your shipping information. We got to calculate the shipping. So we actually found a platform for that, and I'm just figuring out how to set it up. So bear with me as I work through the technical hurdle, but we'll get it finished. We'll get it out there in the next couple weeks. So that's what's going on, and I just wanted to give you an update. And if you are a Kickstarter, one of our pledges, you should have gotten an update through Kickstarter, and I just sent an email to you guys basically explaining this. But I did want to get on YouTube and kind of give everybody a shout out for those of you who supported us through a Kickstarter pledge, and for the new fans that are finding us. We're growing daily. Every day we're getting new fans. I'm getting emails. The CD sales of our first album, Lore, are picking up. So there's growth. I see it. I feel it. The timing's perfect because we're about to drop a very unique, a very special album that I think not only exceeded my expectations, but when you hear Ravensea's voice, I am 100% confident and content to share this and have it represent a part of our musical legacy, that we will contribute music to this planet, and this is above and beyond I felt what I would have been capable of. So it's an awesome thing, and I can't wait for you to hear it, to experience it, and to become part of it. Thank you.